12 drummers drumming, 11 pipers piping, 10 Lawrence 9 ladies dancing, 8 maids of milk and 7 swans, 6 geese a laying, 5 gold.
Good morning, guys. Today is Saturday. It is December 7th, which means we have officially made it through 1 week of Vlogmas. I am super excited to have finally made it through 1 week. If y'all know, you know, I have attempted Vlogmas in the past. The furthest I've ever gotten, I think, was day 10. But even that was a rare occasion. So making it to the 1 week mark is definitely something to celebrate for me. But I will assure you guys, I definitely plan on making it through the whole 25 days this year because it really hasn't been that bad, and I've actually been enjoying it. Like, it's fulfilling to see how my days go, because you know, when you're in it, it's like it just kind of goes. But then when I look back at the video, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, I had a little song going, all right. I don't know, it does something to me. So I do plan on continuing with Vlogmas, for now at least. Nah, we're gonna see it through. We're gonna see it through. So today we will be making earrings. I promised you guys a long time ago a full-length tutorial of how I make my shrink plastic earrings. So today we're gonna go ahead and do it. I have been low-key dreading it only because I actually need to make earrings, and it makes it so much longer when I have to stop to make the content too. But this is Vlogmas and this is what I'm doing, so I have to give you guys content. So it's the perfect time for me to go ahead and give you guys this full-length tutorial. Now I have about 50 pairs of earrings to make, so I will not be showing you guys every single pair of earrings. However, I will be showing you step by step the process of how I make my shrink plastic earrings, as well as I'll go ahead and show you guys the Christmas collection at the end of this video as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. Actually, before I get started, I do have a little bit of cleaning I want to do around the shop. Like I told y'all the other day, it's really hard for me to create in chaos, and it's not chaotic, but I'm gonna be in the shop for a long time today and really this weekend, because I'm gonna be working on this tomorrow too, probably some of next week too. So I just want to go through and set up right now my workspace, like where I will be creating my earrings, like my production space is not set up. So when I work on earrings, I set up wherever I'm at. And this weekend I'm choosing to be in my shop. So I've already brought all of my tools from the house to the shop. Now I just need to kind of set up in a way that it just makes everything run by smooth. I don't have to kind of like set up as I go. It's like mise en place when you're cooking. You want to have everything in its place before you get started. That way you're not running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So that's where we are now. I'm gonna get cleaned up a little bit and do my mise en place, and then we'll get started. For breakfast, I decided to have some grapefruit and a mandarin. Of course, y'all know I'm sprinkling sugar all on my grapefruit. I did try to go a little bit lighter than I usually do though. I'm learning the importance of eating before I get started, because once I get started, a lot of times I just won't take out the time to stop to eat. I'm starting out with fruit because usually I'm not hungry in the mornings, like for food. So I figured just some fruit will be enough to stimulate my appetite and give me some energy to get through the day.
Please do not judge the way I'm tearing up this grapefruit. I know I said I wasn't hungry, but that thing was good. Now let's get into these earrings. This is my stencil book. I print out all of my references and put them in this book so that I can always have them on hand when I'm ready to reproduce these earrings. This process guarantees that every time I reproduce the earrings, they're almost exactly the same. These are my Christmas designs here, and these are the designs we will be working with today. Well, some of them. I chose 2 designs to share with you guys today that will show you the versatility of how I glamorize these designs. Starting out with the snow globe. This design is one of my favorites from the Christmas collection. I love how the globe actually is see-through. When we finish, you'll get to see what I mean. I usually outline everything in black, but I am outlining these snowflakes in blue. I played around with outlining them in black when I was in my trial era for the Christmas collection, and the blue just looked a lot better. Now, I know I said I wasn't hungry, but apparently that fruit did what it needed to do to stimulate my appetite, because before I could move forward, I had to fix me some oatmeal. I just needed something that would stick to my stomach. Now back to these earrings. The next step is to color them in. My weapon of choice is always my Prismacolor pencils, and I'll also leave all the products that I use today in this process down below in the description box so you'll know what everything is. Prismacolor pencils are so smooth, and just the way they take to this shrink plastic is chef's kiss. I also use permanent markers sometimes, depending on the look that I'm going for. Now, I always add a bold black outline to my designs, and you'll see once we get to the customization process how I accentuate those black outlines as well. Now, cutting these out is, believe it or not, one of the hardest parts. Shrink plastic is not easy to cut at all, and you always have to remember to leave space for your hole. You don't want your hole to be too close to the edge of the shrink plastic, but you also don't want it to interfere with your design. So make sure you're considering where your hole is going to be when you're actually drawing your design on the shrink plastic. When cutting sharp corners, you want to be extra careful. I found it's best to cut in one direction and then flip your design over and cut it from the other direction. This just helps prevent rips and tears in your shrink plastic. You do not want rips and tears in your shrink plastic. It will completely ruin your design. Trust me, I know. This video is sped up by a lot, but you definitely want to take your time with this step. Don't rush it. Now that we've got this one cut out, we're gonna go back to our snowflakes and get those colored in. Since we started with a dark blue outline, I decided to do different shades of blue, getting lighter, leading up to the white that I'm gonna put in the center. Now you can go through and cut out each individual little piece of the snowflake if you like. I have tried it and it worked out for me. However, it is a lot more difficult to cut, and it is scary when you're shrinking them because often the little pieces might not shrink like you want them to shrink. Now, when it comes to baking, you might want to play with your oven settings. The shrink plastic that I use recommends you set it to 329 degrees and bake for 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute is usually about enough. Once they come out of the oven, you want to be ready to press them down nice and flat. Sometimes they will shrink funky, but you definitely want to go ahead and press them down flat while they're still a little soft and malleable. You also want to be very careful handling them with your hands because they are extremely hot. But as you can see, it thickens up and shrinks down very nicely. You can see the design from the front and the back. Next up, we're going to bake our snowflakes. Again, if you decide to cut out each individual little piece of the snowflake instead of leaving that little clear plastic in between, you want to watch it very carefully because sometimes some of the pieces will get stuck, and you don't want that to happen because it's very difficult to reverse, or you might just have to start all over. This next step is optional. However, I told you guys I really like bold black outlines. So now I'm going to take this black paint marker and I'm just going to color in the edges that are still pretty see-through. This just, for me, makes my designs look a bit more clean and professional. Again, this is an optional step. You don't have to do this if you don't like the look of it, but I usually do this for most of my designs. I won't be doing it for the snowflakes though, because as you guys recall, we didn't add a bold black outline. Now I'm going in with these little signature stickers. I ordered these off Etsy and I can leave the link for you in the description, but they're just clear stickers that have my signature in gold. And I think that just adds a really clean touch to my earrings, and it helps me add my signature to them without having to draw it every single time. Next, we're going to make that grayish looking globe silver. So we're going to do that by using some gel top coat, just some clear gel polish. I like to just add a little bit onto some scrap plastic. That way it just makes it easier to use. And I'm going in with a detailing brush. This one isn't that small, but if you have a smaller one, the smaller the better. And you want to be very careful and strategic when adding this, especially when you want defined lines where you're putting it. You could do one space at a time. I don't like it to look like it's just a clump. As you can see, there is detailing, a little bit of detailing in my globe as to where you can see the rim and you can see the bottom of it. So I wanted those to be very defined, so I had to be very careful painting on my gel polish. Next, you want to add it under your UV light for 1 minute. This is just going to set the polish so that we can brush on our silver pigment. Once they've set, you're going to take them out and we are ready to brush on our silver pigment. This is what I'm using, and it's just that pigment powder that you use, the chrome effect for nails. And we're going to take our little spoolie thing and we're going to just brush that in. See how you can still see those defined marks between the rim of the globe and the bottom base part of the globe? That is why you want to be very strategic about placing your gel polish, because otherwise you won't be able to see those defined sections like this. Once you get it brushed on, I like to go in with a wide paintbrush and just dust off the excess before I move forward with the next step. Once that's done, we're ready to move forward with our top coat. So what we're using is a UV activated resin. So we're gonna just pour the resin on basically. You can do this one at a time. I usually do 2 or more at a time because I'm just used to it. But if this is your first time, you definitely want to do one at a time, because sometimes that resin can roll over and that will cause problems. But also you want to be very careful around the hole, because if you're not careful, the resin will fill in the hole and then you will not be able to put your earrings together. Now I'm taking a little bit of holographic chrome powder and I'm adding it into our resin just on the glow part, because the idea is for it to look a little bit like snow. So I'm doing that just on the glow part. I didn't want that part on the base, which is why I added it in after we kind of spread the resin all over the whole piece. You can also do this with fine glitter as well. It just depends on the look that you're going for. Now we're gonna go ahead and put that under the light for 3 minutes. Once they're ready to come out, we're gonna flip them over. And I do apologize for the angle here, guys. I wasn't paying attention to the camera. But for this side, I'm not gonna add any special embellishments or anything. So now I'm just coating the full back side with the UV resin. This is also optional. You don't have to resin the back if you don't want to, because the design is not on the back, it's on the front. But I think this makes them look a lot cleaner and a lot thicker and just a lot shinier. I like it. Now for the snowflakes, I'm actually trying something a little different here with you guys today, so bear with me. I'm not sure how I like them, but let me know what you guys think when you see them. I am taking that UV gel resin and I am just painting it on the snowflake. You don't have to be that strategic with this. It's okay if it's not exactly, you know, where you put it, but I do think it helps for the stones not to move around if you put the resin just exactly where you want it. We're using the resin as almost like a kind of glue just to place our rhinestones. Once we get them placed, we are going to put these under the light for 1 minute just to set the rhinestones in place so they don't move around when we resin over the entire thing. You can use this method whenever you're adding rhinestones to any of your designs, even if it's not a bunch of rhinestones like this. Even if you add a few, you can just dab on a little bit of your resin and stick them on there, put it under the light for about a minute. A minute should do it, just long enough to set those rhinestones in place so they're not moving all over the place when you go back to add resin all over the full piece. You may even find that you don't want to add resin all over the full piece after you use your rhinestones. In that case, you may have to set the rhinestones for a little bit longer when you initially put them under your light. But for me personally, I don't think that the resin on top dims the shine of the rhinestones really much at all. So I don't have any problem with resining the whole thing. But again, be careful of your hole. You don't want resin to get in there. After 3 minutes under the light, they are ready to come out so that you can resin the back. Another pro to resining the back for me is it does seal in that signature sticker for me. Once those are done, both of our charms are now finished and ready for assembly. This is how they came out. I know the lights in here don't do them justice, but I will be showing you them outside later on in this video. For jewelry findings, I like to use nickel-free hypoallergenic silver and gold. I have hooks, I have the stud backs, the posts. I even have clip-on options for those who don't have their ears pierced or just prefer not to stick earrings in their ears. For this step, you're going to take your jewelry pliers and you're going to pry open the jump ring. Stick the jump ring through the charm and then stick the back in on the jump ring. And then you're just going to close it. You want to kind of close it until you hear a snap. Once you hear the snap, then you know it's connected. So this is how it comes out. We're going to add a back and that's it, guys. You've made earrings. I'm going to go ahead and speed through putting together the rest of these so I can go ahead and show you guys the end result. I still don't know how I feel about the snowflakes, so let me know what you guys think. But I do really like the globes. This time around, I used the holographic glitter as the snow, whereas the first time around, I used silver. And I think I like the holographic a little bit better. This lighting does not do them justice at all. I am going to go ahead and show you guys what they look like here. But I'm also going to go outside and show you how they look in natural lighting. And I think they are gorgeous. Just beautiful. This is the front. You can see the subtleness of the glittered snow. And then this is the back where you can see my little gold signature sticker just lighting up in the sunlight. I just love that. As for the snowflakes, again, don't know how I feel about them, but let me know what you guys think. I don't know, part of me feels like the rhinestones are too much. This is what the back looks like. I did not put rhinestones on the back because I wanted to see what they look like naturally as well. So let me know what you guys think of them.
All right, guys, I am done with the earrings. As you can see, I'm wearing the snowflakes now. And I'm wearing these because I really don't know how I feel about them yet. Like, they're cute, but I just don't know. Like, are the rhinestones too much? Is it? I don't know. I just don't know how I feel about them yet. So I figured I'd wear them until I see. But anyways, I got a call from Tabitha as I was finishing up the earrings. And she wants me to come down to the Hathcock Center for this little Christmas mixer that they're having. So I guess I'm gonna go down there and just see what it's all about. I still got so many earrings to make, so I'm not gonna stay for long. But she also has the canvases for the event, so once I get those, then I'll be able to work on that this week as well. So let's head down to the Halfcock Center and see what's up.
This event was put on by the Alachua Community Coalition, which is a group of members of our community who are service-based and always looking for service opportunities here in the community.
Back in the days, we used to have places we could go to. We don't have that anymore. So now we're making our community center our social place, our gathering. So if you can, please come out Monday at 6 o'clock.
They had games, food, there was a lot of dancing. It was just a really, really fun time with the community, and I really enjoyed it. So I'll definitely be back. They are looking for younger members who are open to coming out and serving. So if you are in Alachua and you would like to be a part of this, just reach out. They meet at the Halfcock Center every Monday at 6 o'clock, and they'd be happy to have you.
All right, y'all, so after I left the little thing at the Halfcock Center, which was really, really nice, by the way, I really enjoyed it. Went home thinking I was gonna go to bed, and then my sister hit me up and was like, hey, you trying to go downtown tonight? And hell yeah. I wasn't, but at the same time I needed to. So now we downtown. What's and up? I don't know what we about to get into, but I know we're gonna start off at the cigar lounge. So
it's cold as a motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll see y'all in the cigar lounge.
To make the people say yeah, yeah, yeah.
A lot of you may not know this, but I actually used to be a cigar tender at a cigar lounge in South Carolina, and I learned a lot about tobacco and how it's grown and the different flavors, and I really, really enjoy having cigars now. It wasn't something that I was always into, but after I took on that job as a cigar tender, I learned a lot, and I fell in love with cigars. I also love the vibe at cigar lounges. Usually it's an older crowd, so there's not a lot of young people running around, and it is a certain demographic of people who frequent cigar lounges, which was one of the conversations we had there that night. But I don't know, if you've never been and you're looking for like a more mature vibe, check it out for sure. This is Havana Lounge in Gainesville. Now, I've had some great experiences here. I've had some mediocre experiences here, but for the most part, it's a nice place to chill and gather and pregame, honestly. It could be where you pregame to get ready to hit the town like it was for us this night, or it can be just a wind down from a long week. So I don't know. I think it's definitely worth checking out if you've never been to a cigar lounge. Not necessarily this one, but I'm sure there are cigar lounges in your area wherever you are. So I don't know. If it looks like the type of vibe you like, then go check it out.
It's getting domestic.
Please don't mind us. If you know, you know. We play all day. Also, make sure y'all go subscribe to our couple channel. We haven't really been posting a lot on there lately, but now that we are no longer a long distance couple, I got a feeling we'll be making a lot more content for that channel soon. Also, subscribe to Babe's channel. She has a fitness based channel, so if you're into that, definitely go subscribe. Next up, we hit this pool bar. I'm not sure what the name of this bar was. I totally missed that, but it was really nice. Y'all know I've been hitting the pool hall with Paige on some Thursdays, and she's been teaching me a lot, and apparently it's been paying off. So thank you, Paige, for introducing me to pool, and now I'm a poolin' fool. First off, of course, we had to hit the bar and grab a few drinks. There was a 45-minute wait for a pool table, so we just played around until a table was ready for us.
We gotta get the
Sexy Hoppy's ass.
Please excuse EJ, y'all. He's also crazy. We love him though. So So to kill some time, we went over to the Connect 4 game and we played that for a while. I suck at this, y'all. I don't know what it is. I've always kind of sucked at Connect 4. I'm not good at foreseeing the other moves that are available for our opponent. So yeah, I lost this game for us, y'all. But don't worry, because my redemption came on the pool table. Once we had a pool table, Destiny and Leah came out and they met us there. So the gang was all there and we had a really, really good time playing pool. But I don't want to talk y'all's ear off, so I'm going to just let y'all watch the rest.
Shorty like I'm out about the penthouse sheets. That's why I got her on my penthouse sheets. And oh, I can't believe it. Ooh, ooh, she all on me. She on me. I think she want me. I can't leave her lonely. And I can't I can't believe it. Ooh, ooh, she all on me. She on me. I think she want me. She want me. I can't leave her lonely. No. She made the people say yeah. She make the people say yeah. Make the people say yeah. Ooh, ooh, she all on me. She on me.
I don't know if it's just me, but every time I go out, I love to leave my business cards places. After we left the pool hall, we definitely wanted to keep the night going, but it was already after 1:30, and if y'all know, Gainesville shuts down at 2 a.m. like everything, including apparently Waffle House, which is where we decided to go. Y'all, we went to 2 Waffle Houses and they are all only taking to-go orders after a certain time. Waffle House, if you're listening, I hate this.
Hey y'all, I made it back home. I had a really good time out tonight, not gonna lie. Very impromptu type of night. I did not plan on doing anything I did in the afternoon after I made them earrings. But I'm happy I got out. I had a lot of fun at the community event with Tabitha. And I had a lot of fun with Babe and Joni and EJ and Destiny and Leah tonight. So I have no regrets. It was a good day. It's late as hell. I'm not editing this vlog tonight. I had quite a few drinks. So I'm about to eat some more of that lasagna that I made last night. And I'm going to bed. But yeah, y'all will see this in the morning. And I don't know how I'm going to edit this vlog, to be honest, because I feel like it's going to be so long for it to be a daily vlog. But if y'all seeing this right now, then I did what I could do. So thank you guys so much for watching, however it end up. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 7. No, this is day 7, right? Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 8. Good night, y'all. Bye. Ooh, that was ugly. Hold on. Bye. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday. Well, I said good morning. It's actually like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Y'all already know it was a long night last night, so I ended up sleeping in. I did get up this morning, though, around 9-ish maybe. And I finally edited yesterday's portion of the vlog, which you guys just saw. I went ahead and decided that I was going to combine yesterday's vlog with today's vlog because today's going to be a pretty short day. Well, not for me, but for y'all who's watching. Because all I'm going to do is stencil the canvases that I picked up from Tabitha yesterday at the Halfcock Center event. I'm going to go ahead and do the draw on the little ornaments from this is the painting that we're going to go with, by the way. I don't know if I told y'all, but I'm going to go ahead and stencil the ornaments on all 50 canvases, which is going to be really, really boring for y'all to watch. So I decided to go ahead and combine today's vlog with yesterday's vlog because I just feel like y'all not going to have much to see today. So I figured that way y'all have interesting content to watch. But at the same time, y'all seeing the work that I actually got done both days. So anyways, that's how I'm going to be doing that. Right now, I'm eating a plum that is really, really good. It's so sweet. And I also cut up a grapefruit that I'm going to eat next. It was a drunk night last night, so I'm starting out light today, just putting a little fruit on my stomach. And I'm probably gonna get into that lasagna again this afternoon, but for now I'm just eating some fruit. Babe is about to bring the canvases in here into the shop for me, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So let's get into it.
Look at my little muscle woman and her shadow. Tater Tot is always in the way. Oh, not her dropping the canvases. Anyways, get out of my shop so I can get started. To make the stencils to trace onto the canvases, I am just taking this manila folder and tracing out the entire perimeter of the canvas the practice canvas, I guess you can call it. And I'm cutting that out. And then I'm going to use this as like a full stencil to just make sure that all of my ornaments are in place on each canvas so that each canvas is, for the most part, the same. Now, because I'm not able to see through this manila folder, I had to kind of play a guessing game as far as where the ornaments were going to be. And it didn't have to be exactly the way my example canvas was or my practice canvas. But because I love the way it came out, I did want it to be as similar as possible. So you'll see me just kind of moving the ornaments around a little bit until I got them in a place that I was comfortable with. Once I did that, I went and added on the little, the little hangy pieces for the ornaments on the circles, on top of the circles. And I'm going to cut those out as well. Now to cut them out, I just wanted to cut out the circles. So I went in with an X-Acto knife and cut around all of the lines that I just made. And this makes it so that the canvas is full and not falling apart. And you just have the spaces cut out where you need to trace around. As you can see, the placement is a little bit off, but for the most part, it's similar enough. So I'm going to go ahead and use it. I'm satisfied. Now I'm going to go ahead and open up the canvases so I can get started tracing. Now you may have noticed that I did not stencil on anything for the trees, and that is because, for one, the tree part is pretty easy to instruct. It's also pretty difficult to mess up. So yeah, it also allows them another opportunity to just get creative and draw their tree how they want their tree to be, or their limbs, I should say. So yeah, that's why I didn't stencil anything on for the trees. And also, you guys, I don't know if you remember from the last vlog, but I did order some stencils that haven't come yet. So I'm just holding out on hope that the stencils, I did take my measurements, so I'm hoping that the stencils will fit perfectly inside of those ornaments so people can use the stencils to decorate the ornaments on their paintings. Of course, you guys are seeing this sped up by a lot, but it did take me a couple hours to stencil all 50 canvases, but I was able to get them done, so I'm definitely glad that that is behind me. and I'm one step closer to being prepared for this event, which if you guys are interested, I will definitely leave the link in the description for you guys to purchase your tickets.
All right, guys, I am done with all the canvases. There ended up being 49 canvases. There are 50 canvases, but one of them has like a little nick in it, and I don't want anybody to get that canvas, so I'm probably gonna just go ahead and use that as my my sample canvas that I paint at the event, or my example painting. But other than that, everything went flawlessly today. All of the canvases are stenciled out. I did get done with that faster than I thought, so I might actually work on something else tonight. Probably not, because I still got some editing to do on this video, so I'll probably just edit tonight. I'm gonna warm up some of that lasagna and eat that, and yeah, probably just have just a chill night. It's been a long weekend, so I won't be mad at myself for having a little chill night tonight. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog. I am though gonna go ahead and show you guys the Christmas collection, as I promised in the beginning of this video. So if you'd like to see all of the designs I have in my Christmas collection, make sure you stay tuned for that. And also, there is still time for you to get tickets for this paint and sip event. So if you would like to get tickets, make sure you check out the link that's down in the description box, so you can grab your tickets for this event, because y'all don't want to miss it. You don't. I promise you don't. You're going to be real sad if you miss it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. And make sure you leave me some love down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thinking and things like that. Give this video a thumbs up. Share it with your people. And I will see you guys tomorrow for day 9 of Vlogmas. Bye!
So my Christmas collection is actually kind of massive, so I decided just to show you guys the dangles. I have about 10 dangle designs available in my Christmas collection, and this is the collection. I will probably show you guys the studs in another video. If you guys are interested in seeing the studs, just let me know down below in the comments and I'll make sure to show you guys them. One more thing and I'll let you guys enjoy the rest of this video. These are the snowflakes that are available in my website. If you guys prefer the snowflakes that I made today in this video with the rhinestones, just let me know and I'll be happy to add them to the store for you guys.
Ho, 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 ho.